fuck is this?
I don't know.
Who's that?
I don't know. I thought that was you.
No! I don't buy that shit.
We were just at the store.
Who's living in here fucking halfway through the podcast like someone comes out of the mattresses?
Dude, is it cold? No, it's not cold. It's not fresh, but... Is that like fucking Ray or some shit?
Dude, I don't know. I have no idea.
Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the episode.
Dude, stop, I'm reaching for my water. God damn it.
Get it.
Bro, I got it. I just didn't want to like move. I was fucking already comfy. Hello, welcome.
Sorry, I'm looking out for spiders.
Bro, Robert's having a conniption over little creatures.
Shut up, man.
There's a whole ecosystem.
Yeah. There's like cats and like raccoons.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
Weird. There's like that weird bug over there.
Unidentified wasp.
Unidentified. I thought it was a wasp at first. I think it was like a fish fly or some shit. Welcome to the episode. Welcome back. We're back.
We're back with some new tales.
Yeah. Before we start the episode off, I have to give a shout out to 31.3 Urban Rhythm Radio, Detroit's internet hotspot for local urban talent. We're very strongly supported by them and would like you to go give them a follow on platforms like Twitch, where I think they do live music and stuff.
Yeah.
They do like a DJ and stuff there on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and go give them a listen on the Wix app, on the or you can, that's WIX, by the way, or you can visit their website at 313urbanrhythm.wixsite.com/313urbanrhythmradio. So, big shout out to them.
Thank you. Really appreciate it, though.
Dude, God, I'm going to seem like an asshole if I don't remember this. Okay, David gave us like a little bit of a shout out on Urban Rhythm Radio, so it was very kind of them. It was very nice. So,
and it's just cool that we're actually like branching out in the community, like, and like the podcast is getting some steam.
It's nice to see that, you know, local people
support each other,
supporting other local people. So that was cool as fuck. And if you haven't, also go watch Legal Aliens podcast, latest episode I was on.
I can't wait to see it. When he posted it, I was.
I feel like you miss every single time that we do it live.
Yeah, I know.
And you were in fucking Vegas this time, though.
Yeah. I was in the mountains, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. Anything else you wanted to shout out before we started?
I'll say a quick R.I.P. to Trevor
Strnad from Black Dahlia Murder.
Unfortunately, killed himself. What day was that?
I'm not sure.
Friday no, it was Thursday.
Thursday, probably. It was announced that he had passed away because of he took his own life, which is very sad.
Yeah.
It's a band that me and you kind of grew up listening to, and a lot of our friends did.
Man,
well.
I wasn't like, it was just funny. This is like, there was this little time frame where I just wasn't into anything much heavier than kind of like old, like the heavy metal bands of like the early 2000s. Like, I wasn't into much like heavier shit than that. But then I heard like Death Clock and the Black Dahlia Murder, and there was just something so funny and theatrical about their music that I just loved. I fell in love with it immediately, and it was definitely because of his like delivery and like his lyrics. Like
he was really good at what he did, and you know, the band is still extremely talented, and you know, I'm sure the other guys from the band and even former members are probably pretty broken up about the whole metal community at large. Is pretty.
Oh yeah, everyone felt this one.
So. Yeah, and for me also, like, the famous comic artist Neil Adams just passed away, and he was like extremely famous for like making for working. No, that was okay. He was extremely famous for making Batman dark and gritty, despite everyone kind of citing Dark Knight Returns or whatever. But in the '70s, he had a more realistic art style and stuff, and he sadly passed away. I guess due to complications with sepsis. Sucks. It's very sad. And then also George Perez. George Perez was extremely famous for basically making the Teen Titans.
Oh wow, I kind of forgot that.
Yeah.
You hear about who makes them, but
co-creating or whatever.
Yeah.
But he did that. He also wrote an insanely long run on Wonder Woman, Avengers, X-Men, him, and somebody. But he was kind of back and forth between companies because he worked for both companies for a long time, and he was the first person to do it, to work for both companies at the same time, under no contract. So him and both Neil Adams actually, I believe they started a thing to help comic creators, and Neil Adams was one of the reasons that the creator of Batman and the creator of Superman got their credits in movies and stuff and actually fought for their rights. So it's kind of for me personally, it's a fucking few heavy losses.
Yeah.
All shit that Black Dahlia Murder, comic book
just
shit
that
I grew up with.
Yeah. So of course it's definitely just hitting different, but I suppose this is a part of life. It's a part of the grand scheme and feel. Any old people that they'll tell you the same thing.
Older folks and stuff.
Yeah, this is just the cycles.
Yeah.
And it sucks. It really does, but it's about these people actually leave legacies, and that is something to uphold and respect.
Yeah.
Because not everybody's somebody, and the fact that you were around the same time as this person existed and they did what they did just shows you that anyone can.
Yeah. These were all kind of once in a lifetime people, so.
Exactly.
Rest in peace. Alright, let's get out of the fucking dumps.
Yeah, let's get out of the dumps. That was.
I want to discuss.
That was good. That was heartfelt.
I want to discuss the homeless person that's living back here. I don't know what the fuck.
If there's some rummaging, it's not. It's not part of it. It's not a skit. It's not Gavin dressed as a homeless guy.
Gavin just comes in here I've been waiting here all day for you guys.
Yeah, I'll give him an uppercut if he sneaks up on me.
We're gonna do the Jesus on him. The fucking video.
I'll fold him like Jesus.
Yeah, I'll fold him like Jesus folded Judas in that animated video. So yeah, like we said before, you were in fucking Vegas.
Oh man, I just went on an excursion.
Yeah.
It was me and Sam, we flew out to Las Vegas, and of course we were gonna go see the UFC fights. I bought the tickets for it, and then we just planned this whole other trip around it. This grand road trip extravaganza, probably the longest I've ever been collectively in a car.
Yeah.
Just in one sit-in go. But man, it was literally indescribable. Yeah. It was honestly the best thing I've ever done in my entire life.
Yeah, it's fun as fuck, dude.
It was amazing. It made me love road trips again.
Yeah.
Because for a while, you get caught up with your crowd. If it was a road trip, it'd be my family. Yeah. And I love you all if you actually do watch this, but you're a lot.
Yeah, going on a road trip with your family can be very fun, but it has a lot of precious memories for me going to Arizona with my family as a kid, or going to Tennessee with my grandparents or whatever. But then also trying to sleep in the back of the car, trying to sleep in different hotels or motels or whatever the fuck. It's certainly a fucking experience that'll make you question everything.
Oh.
In a very negative fucking way.
Oh yeah. Because your family, they'll beat you down because they don't feel like there's any malice and being overbearing.
Yeah.
But if we all can't collectively communicate who has to go to the bathroom, if we're doing fucking road stops every fucking, I don't know, a couple of miles, that's a little fucking annoying.
Yeah. Like, and the feeling you had of, like, falling in love with road trips again, like, I had that when me and Ash came back from fucking California. Like, I fucking loved it, dude. Like, being on the road, like, some aspects of being on the road, like, we were never frustrated at each other, and we never, like, took, if we were frustrated, we obviously didn't take that shit out on each other, but, like, fucking, it was, like, it couldn't have gone more perfect. The only thing that I had to nitpick about it was, like, we didn't get to go see a lot of stuff because we were kind of, like, I don't know, on a sort of kind of schedule.
Oh yeah, like we were too, like kind of like from like destination to destination. So, but that's how it is though.
I wanted to stop in Vegas though. Vegas is cool as fuck.
Yeah,
but
dude.
we kind of just drove past it. It was nice though. It was like
yeah, it's cool. It's very like scenic too at the same time.
Yeah, it's so fucking weird how you'll drive past Vegas, and I don't know if you experience this too, where it all just seems like an island, and like one big city, and then once you get past the city limits, it's all just open road.
Oh yeah, it's just open road and desert, dude.
It's so fucking weird.
Like just going to fucking Arizona is just like it's just open road and desert.
Yeah. Yep.
And but like, dude, it was just like this whole like thing. But like I said, it started in Vegas, and
how was the UFC fight, by the way? I'm sorry.
Oh, dude, it was a bucket list thing for me. Like, I always watched it as, like, when I was younger with Mike, and I always thought, man, it would be so fucking cool to go there. But I just didn't understand how it worked because I was simple. I didn't try to understand how it works. It's just like anything else. You paid $300, you're in the nosebleeds, but you got to go.
Yeah.
But I always just wanted to be close. Like, I wanted to hear the kicks. I wanted to just feel the energy. Because, like, as a person that fights, like, I love that shit.
Did you see any heavyweights or anything?
There was one lightweight bout on like the main card, and it was actually kind of a special one though. It was a Mauricio Shogun Hua versus
Mauricio Shogun Hua.
Yeah. Like
I only know that name because that's what fucking Dan picked all the time.
Yeah, dude, in the UFC
game, and it pissed me off so fucking bad. And all you would hear is, Mauricio Shogun Hua.
Dude, because he's sick. Well, he was. This fight was the slowest thing I've ever seen. There was probably a whole 10 strikes thrown. It was rematching some guy that he just, he got beat by. It was probably like his last fight, and then he fought him again, and then he lost. And he aged like milk.
Oh.
My man was so sluggish. He got hit with every liver kick, every up kick. His stomach was bright red, like at the end of it, because he just got worked so hard. But fucking that was bad. I'm not gonna lie. And then the other co-main event was bad. It was
Rose. I think I didn't have the mic on. I think I didn't have this microphone on.
Like the whole time?
The whole fucking time.
You wanna?
No, I'm good. We can just keep going. I don't give a shit.
Okay.
Because I think it was loud enough to pick me up anyway. So.
Okay. There's. I don't know. Do your dues. What was I saying though? Oh, okay. Yeah, the co-main event.
God damn it.
Was Thug Rose versus what the fuck is her name? I should honestly remember this. But to be honest, a lot of these like people are I'm not gonna say they're bench warmers, but they're so inactive. Like even if they do climb up in the ranks, I mean, who are they?
Yeah.
So we're just gonna go through it real quick because I'm simple. And even though I was there, I was pretty drunk.
Yeah, you said you were pretty sloshed.
I guess there was just... All it took was, what? 2 Jameson doubles? And that's just it. It just got me. I don't know. Ever since I cut weight, like, whiskey just hits me different.
Yeah.
Everything else is whatever, but there's just something about whiskey.
Yeah.
That shit just, like, kills the fuck out of me. Oh, okay. It was Rose Namajunas versus Carla Esparza. And Esparza won because they were so inactive. She only got 2 takedown-ish And honestly, Rose recovered quickly, but she only got 2 takedowns, but that was it. That made the difference.
Damn.
That's how inactive they were. There was just no striking at all. They both just feared each other the whole time. So that was kind of eh. Oh, but let's talk about Michael Chandler versus Tony Ferguson.
Yeah.
Dude, he got hit with an up kick so hard it knocked him out for 2 minutes.
What weight class?
Oh, they're lightweights.
I don't
Oh, yeah, I forget.
Yeah,
they're like
sometimes I just
No, I know. And half you got to think, dude, the point I just said and the fact that it's like this Tekken roster of like I don't know, 40 like mixed martial artists, like, you know, it's kind of hard to like keep up with after a while. But like it was sweet, dude. And that fight was special because Tony Ferguson is on the losing skid, but for a while he was the lightweight division. Like, he became the interim champion for a reason because he stacked bodies back in the day. Yeah. But now he's just skidding out, and people are still just, like, rooting for him. But he got kicked in the head. He got kicked with the up kick to the chin and just fucking schmelted. Oh. Yeah, dude, he went down pretty fucking hard. I laughed because it just, like, snuck up on me, and you just heard it. I was that close. That's another thing that was so magical about this. I wasn't that asshole in the fucking row 48, 5, 6B up top. No, I wasn't that guy. I was fucking there. I wasn't, like, celebrity close, but I was fucking close enough to hear the kicks. Yeah. It honestly, dude, I haven't been that happy in a very long time. And I mean that in the most, like, general way possible. Like, that was fucking amazing.
I was watching something. Forget what. I think it was, like, Tiny Meat Gang podcast. Yeah. It's got the really fucking funny. They were talking about, because one of the guys from that show got to go to fucking UFC or whatever, and he was like, yeah, when fucking, it was Cyril Gane versus, what's his face?
Oh, Francis Ngannou.
Yeah, Ngannou. He was like, yeah, you can, like, feel the fucking, like, blows because they were so goddamn heavy. Yep. You could see the cage, like, shake in person. Yep. It felt like it was going to bust apart.
Dude, and it is like that because...
Just like me.
Stop. It's loud and lively, but there's seconds where it's just quiet and all you hear is them. Yeah. I don't care where you are in the stadium, you could probably hear them because it's just like that, like, intense. And it just draws you in. Like I said, there wasn't any heavyweights on, like, the main card. But, dude, if there was, like, it'd probably be the same situation. You could hear it. In person, it's a lot more quiet. That's what I'm gonna say. Like, and like, dude, it was fucking amazing. Like, honestly. And then so we went from Vegas to Arizona for the UFC fights to Phoenix. So we just did that drive. We stopped at the Hoover Dam, and like, yeah, dude, it was a dam. Damn. Fucking. And, dude, just driving through the mountains like that, too. Like, that little bit, like, just going, like, away from Nevada. Like, it was awesome. Like, it feels like you're on a different planet. Yeah. And mind you, I managed to go, the one time we do all this, it's the time of the year where the West Coast is actually cold. Yeah. So we were in the desert, and it was 60 degrees. For some reason. You said what?
Yeah, on fire for some reason.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it was just weird like that, dude. And, like...
I like driving through the mountains, too. Like, mountains were cool to drive through because it was extremely beautiful. Yeah. But it pissed me off. Driving through Colorado on our trip back or whatever. Fuck Colorado. Fuck Colorado. Fuck Colorado. I don't like it there. It's very beautiful. Like, the nature is extremely beautiful, but the people were just, like, weird. Yeah. There was, like, this town that we stopped through where the center of the town had, it was like in the middle of the fucking mountains. Like, if this place got like an avalanche or like a mudslide or whatever, they'd be cut off for months at a time. And we drove through like the town center, and in the town center, in the middle of the road, they had written Black Lives Matter. I didn't see one black person there. I didn't see a single black person there. Where were the black people, Colorado? Where's your black people? Show them to me. Fuck Colorado, dude.
Oh, fuck.
First off, weird roads that I had to that I almost died on a few times.
Really
Because,
windy.
yeah, and barely any room for you to pull the brakes.
Oh, dude, that's how some of the mountain, like, yeah.
Uh, Amazing scenery, but the people are weird as fuck. Um, all the roads are just strange. Like I've never seen, like when we were driving through different towns, I'd never seen so many fucking like roundabouts in one fucking place.
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter, but no black people. Where's your black people, Colorado?
He's really on this bit.
Yeah. Fuck Colorado, dude. For all those reasons, I have to say, I'm out.
Dude.
Black people Shark Tank.
They were one of the cool states to get weed, but now everyone's doing it, so
Yeah.
now it's just not that cool, I guess.
Yeah. Fuck Colorado.
Fuck Colorado. But okay, where was I? Because this whole trip is a journey. Like it was just its own thing, its own living, breathing thing. We had destinations, but also we just had general ideas, and we just went for it, dude. It was fucking amazing. Even after we did like the Vegas and the Hoover Dam and all that, and like the UFC fights, then we went to the Grand Canyon. From the Grand Canyon, we went to Zion National Park, and just hung out there, and that was Utah. So like we hung out there for a majority of the day. Then we drove back to the Grand Canyon because and we just slept in the fucking Jeep.
Utah is so fucking cool.
Utah is fucking cool. I was gonna say that.
Even though fucking Mormons, fuck Mormons.
Yeah,
also,
right. I wouldn't be surprised if we drove past some fucking colonies.
Oh, me and Ashley did.
Yep.
We drove past Hurricane or some shit. It was the same few towns from that one show, Escaping Polygamy.
Yeah.
Where it was just like, oh yeah, Mormons ride around here on fucking on pickup trucks with shotguns and shit, chasing out fucking strangers. Yeah, we drove past those fucking towns, so that's fun.
Yeah.
But aside from that, all the mountains and all the plateaus and shit, it's so fun. I had to stop. I think Ashley was getting annoyed with me because I kept pulling over to take pictures of the fucking mountains and shit. But it was so beautiful.
Oh yeah, dude. And you're not gonna not take pictures. I took so many just because that shit was it was crazy, dude.
We're fucking Detroit, dude.
Yeah, exactly. We're exactly. That's what people don't get. We're just from simple, humble beginnings.
From humble ass fucking low income area,
Yeah, and I did vacations and shit, but I was just lucky enough to have my mom work for Delta, and she just wanted to take us places sometimes.
Yeah.
So I went all over the states, but I never we never did anything naturey. We never did shit like what I just did. We never just drove somewhere, and our road trips were so few and far and just kind of overbearing that I just fell out of I don't know, dude. I just didn't really care about that for a long time in my life. But, now, dude, that was incredible. Honestly, 10 out of 10 would recommend. Even after we did, we went back to the Grand Canyon, we rented, an ATV for, the day to just go through the Grand Canyon.
Oh, you went to Grand Canyon?
Yeah.
Which state?
The Grand Canyon is in, I should know this, so I feel dumb not knowing
Arizona,
it.
right?
Yeah, it's Arizona.
Okay, so you drove through Arizona.
Yeah.
You didn't see any fucking UFOs, did you?
No, dude, I was waiting for some weird shit. Don't be wrong, you find some weird shit in, going in, it's strange enough, Cali.
Really?
Yeah, from, that little Nevada stretch to Cali, you find some weird military bases. There's a bunch of you know what I'm talking about though. The houses that are underground but only the roof is up type shit.
Yeah.
There's acres of that shit. And then right next to it is this giant lake called Wallet Lake. And I'm convinced that that's where they've done fucking nuclear testing because it's weird. There's landmines, active landmines on the beach. There's only a certain point you can get to, and I'm hey, why is no one getting close to the water? And then you read the sign, it's a danger. I was wait, what the fuck is that about?
It's a beach. Just go out there, pussy.
Yeah, right. But they fucking landmines on the fucking beach.
It really is like a Saving Private Ryan kind of beach.
Dude, it was bizarre. It was fucking bizarre. Good view though. That was another crazy mountain thing. But yeah, we did drive through Arizona, and then we went through Death Valley. And that whole just stretch of fucking barren ass desert. Yeah, no, not Texas. We didn't get that
Death
far.
Valley is in...
No, dude. Death Valley's in...
What's it in?
What the fuck? I should know this. I literally was just there. Death Valley is in...
Death Valley.
Just say the state, you fucking...
I can't do it anymore.
Straddles Eastern California and Nevada. So yeah, it was Nevada.
Okay.
See, I knew that.
That's cool.
Fucking...
Death Valley.
Hey, dude, that was sick though. There was a bunch of like weird abandoned like shacks and shit, and it literally looked like it reminded me of Borderlands.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what
There's a
that
lot of that
franchise
shit out
is,
there.
it's pretty much just Mad Max.
Like a lot of like when we were driving through the desert, we saw like 2 or 3 like just like sitting there, like weird little cabins.
Like, dude, like
weird little abandoned shacks. Don't know why.
I gotta show you this shit. Like,
what if it was just people trying to live off the grid and like fucking people came and they were like, hey, you can't.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It's just like fucking like, dude, it's so fucking weird. Like it feels like some like coalition shit, like shit like that.
What the fuck?
It's just a giant like block lady.
Giant Minecraft man.
Yeah. No, it's a lady.
It's a lady.
Yeah, those are her lovely lumps, and that's Bush. I'm touching Bush. Touching Bush. Can't see it.
I'll throw it up on
Okay.
the screen or whatever. Yeah, that's interesting.
Right?
That's fun.
Like, it's just, even, like, weird random art was just there. Like, it was just fucking strange.
The weird, like, ghost people.
Yeah, just a bunch of ghost people. I have to throw that one up, too.
Yeah, that's fun.
But, dude, like, even after that, and we were, like, went through pretty much, like, the Rocky Mountains. Like, after we got through, like, Death Valley, we went to Lassen's National Park. And that's a volcanic national park. But it was snowing there.
Yeah.
There was a snowstorm. So this trip had a fucking snowstorm, too. Mind you, when I was in the Grand Canyon, it was, like, 60 degrees. When I was in Death Valley, it was breezy. Like, it was just cold. It was just cold in that part of the States, I guess.
Huh.
If you're in that part of the States, I feel you. It was nipply. But, dude, like when we got to that, we just fell asleep in the car because we were just like, fuck, all right, we don't, like, let's just sleep here. So we slept in a blizzard as it was, like, fucking, like, just coming down heavy as fuck. We're just sleeping in a car. I'm in fucking shorts. I woke up fucking shivering. And then we just, like, you just want to keep driving? And we were just like, yeah, let's do that.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
She was so, like, chill about it, though, like, the whole, like, time. Like, she was really cool about it. Like,
Nice.
she was a good, some people, like, you can't, like I said, you just can't do it with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But there just wasn't really any resistance. Like, we were just doing it. Doing it. It was fucking awesome, dude.
That sounds cool as fuck. Where else did you go?
Oh, dude, exactly. It's just like, fuck, you're just like, where all did you go? Like, after we went to, got through that fucking snowstorm and did all that dumb crazy shit, we just headed to the coast from there. And we drove to Pismo Beach. And, that's fucking somewhere on the coastline, like, fucking, and it was cold as fuck there, too. It was fucking, like, 60 degrees. And I'm like, I'm getting in the ocean. I knew it was gonna hurt. It did. It did so bad, but I'm like, bro, I'm not going to the fucking ocean and not going in the ocean. I was the only person in the water on the beach.
Really?
This whole stretch of fucking, like, 8 miles of beach, I was the only person in the water. I don't know, like, exactly. I don't know if some shit happened. I don't know if the locals are just smarter than me and they're just like, nah, it's nipply. Like, you're gonna get the hypothermia. But I was like, no.
It's also the ocean.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm the only motherfucker in the water. If there's something there, I am the only splashing fish.
There's just
So I got to about my waist, and that's when I was like, nah. And then I just jumped and plopped in the water. And then I came up and I ran back. Because, like, I'm not afraid of sharks, but also, like, I'd rather not.
Nah, you'd be fine. What I would worry about is jellyfish.
Oh, that's another thing. I said, I told her, I was like, hey, if I get, like, stung by, like, a jellyfish, will you, like, pee on it? And she's like, that doesn't work, but sure.
Evidently, that's a myth.
No, it is.
I didn't know that. Whatever. I don't know. Fuck going to Cali. Didn't you say you got, like, a ticket there or some shit?
Oh, yeah, at the fucking beach, because we literally got out to fucking just pee. Like, we just went in to go pee. We came back out, and there's, like, this old guy talking to this, like, heavier set lady fucking writing a check. And I'm like, no, she's not writing a check. Oh, we're getting a ticket. And I thought we were on the sidewalk for a second, and I looked at him, and we were just like, hey, what's the issue? And she was like, you guys didn't pay for parking. I'm like, nothing said we had to pay for parking. She's like, that little meter over there. And I'm like, all right, well, there's nothing like...
fuck you.
There's nothing like explaining this little meter and why
fuck
I should...
California.
Exactly. It was one of those, like, we woke up in a blizzard, and now here's this bitch.
Yeah,
so
that, dude.
So that was whatever, though. And after, like, you know, we hung out there for, like, a little bit, we watched the sunset, and then went to L.A., and we found, like, a little park to stay at, like, while, like, before we got to L.A. I think that one was, which one was that? I think it was called Griffith or something.
Oh, that's
Either way, it was, like, we stayed there,
yeah,
slept in the car, and then next morning we just, like, we hit it, and, dude, in L.A. it was sick. Because it was the only part of the trip I actually remembered. Because I went there when I was, like, 15. So everything was just coming back to me. I was, like, we even drove by, like, the walk. Like, you know, the Star Walk and shit. Like, you know, with the celebrity names on it and shit. And I was just like, damn, this is awesome.
Little Hollywood walk.
Yeah. So we looked up all the haunted places that were there.
L.A. is ghetto as fuck, by the way.
Oh, yeah, dude. There's fucking trash everywhere.
Yeah.
It's just...
It's dirty as fuck. Poor people only live there because of obligation. You really only live there for business connections and because rich people, like, also live there.
Yeah.
And people are really just forced to live there. There's also, like, rabid homeless people. Like, we get a lot of homeless people here in Detroit.
Yeah.
But, like, they're not, like, fucking rabid fucking animals. And
He's got to spread awareness for the fucking...
I know. Like, when we went there was just, like, dudes, like, checking us out. We were, like, fucking...
Oh, yeah.
And she lives there. Well, she lived there, you know, but she was like, watch your luggage, because this dude's, like, eyeing us the fuck down. And some guy, I assume, like, ruffian, I don't fucking...
Ruffian.
Some asshole was just, like, walking back. Like, we were just kind of having, like, kind of a stare-off of, like, I dare you to take my shit. Like, I dare you to take my fucking shit. And, like, there was, like, some homeless lady talking to herself. A lot of, like, mental, like, you know, everywhere there's going to be mentally ill homeless people. But in L.A., dude, they're fucking, like, most of them are mentally ill. Like,
I didn't really get...
They need fucking help, man. They need, like, services and shit out there.
I didn't get that vibe. I just saw, like, the abundance of them. And I saw, like, they just go tent to tent. They would just, like, put them all together and just have, like, these little tent coalitions of fucking homeless people. Oh, you must have
drove past Skid Row, then.
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah, for sure. Skid Row
Dude,
is insane.
This is the...
Was it by that hotel? Was it by that creepy hotel?
Cecile Hotel? Yep. That's what I was just about to tell you about. Yeah, that was one of the places we went, and it's closed right down now.
Is it?
Yep.
Again?
Yeah, like it's like boarded up and shit. It must not be that chill.
It's creepy as fuck.
Yeah, dude, and I took a picture of it.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Yeah, dude, it was in my Snapchat. What else did we saw the...
I was going to say, before we move on, some dude was in his house, well, not in his house, but, like, in his apartment across the street, basically, from it. And he keeps seeing, like, people move past and, like, looking at him through the window sometimes and shit. And I'll be like, nobody's supposed to be in there. Like, staff and shit are, like, there's some staff that go in there, but you can tell when they come in there because they're on a specific kind of schedule.
Yeah.
And, that's not staff. It was just, like, some random person. I don't know if maybe, like, homeless people broke in there or some shit, but it's gated.
Oh, fuck.
It's gated as a motherfucker, and they have, like, security driving around, so there should be no reason.
Yeah, exactly. And don't get me wrong, when we pulled up the Steel Hotel, I wanted to break into it. I wanted to, like, I was just like...
Oh, that place is, creepy as fuck.
Yeah, dude, apparently it's a super not chill haunted. And we also did something else. We, went to,
it's also not chill. I'm sorry to cut you off again, but it's also not chill in general because, like, people just did drugs like fucking crazy there. Yeah. And there was, like, a bunch of crime there and shit. So, of course, yeah, some weird supernatural shit is bound to happen. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. We also went to the Manson murder house.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, and that was just somebody bought it. Like it's just like a house now, but like still like even like going there, like there was no one home. We had to pull up in their driveway and shit. Like literally, and you know how it's
The
so
Sharon
hilly and
Tate
weird.
fucking...
Yeah. We had to like go up this like
Well, I don't
single.
think anyone's bought it. I think they just kind of like renovated it for... If I remember correctly, I could be totally fucking wrong. Somebody could have bought it
Well,
by
shit.
now.
It looked like there's furniture in there, and like it was creepy though. One was weird.
They might have like an open house situation for it.
And here's the coup de grace. Like here's the fucking American Horror Story house.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we did that. We drove by that, and I took pictures of it, and I took pictures zoomed in on the windows to try and see if I could like see some shit. There's a questionable curtain, but no, like for all I know, I didn't get anything. Spooky.
TV house spooky.
Yeah, exactly. So I was just like, all right, whatever. It gets weird though. Like legit, it gets weird.
Okay.
We went to after that we went to the Queen Mary, and that's another one of the super like haunted ones. Normally they have like hotel rooms you can get. We were gonna stay there, but I guess they were just they closed that. They closed down the restaurants. Either they're renovating or I don't know what happened, but it was
probably COVID shit.
Yeah, probably that too. But they just closed down a bunch of shit. So we were like, all right, whatever. At that point, like we just wanted to shower, like because we on top of like that we did like the fucking what the fuck is it? The Hollywood Trail.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we did like the Hollywood Trail, and like that was some fucking next level hiking. Like I've never done anything that intense to where it was like climbing rock and like going through these little paths that have sheer drops right next to them. Like that shit was fucking intense. But yeah, at the end of the day, of course, we were like fucking tired, and we did a bunch of haunted things or tried to. So we just got like this little like dinky, like it was like a Quality Inn or some shit. We just stayed the night there, and the light in the bathroom just kept flickering, like making that noise, like something was fucking pressing it.
Yeah.
And it only happened when I got up and got close.
Oh, fun.
Right? So that was fucking weird. And of course I smoked, and like it was, oh dude, it scared me so fucking bad. It legit scared the fuck out of me.
Paranoia,
like,
boy.
Oh yeah, exactly. But I got up and like shut the closet, and right when I got up to do that, not only was the bathroom light flickering, this light just turned on. And then I like moved away and sat down, and it turned off.
Bro, some people would say like, "Oh, it's just wiring," but I don't fucking know, dude.
I don't know, dude. It's the
wiring
sound.
Can't make a fucking
wiring can't make a sound.
Yeah.
It can't make the physical fucking sound. And maybe that was just like maybe it was just like the what the fuck are the little things called on the outlets? They got a weird name.
The light switch?
No. There's like a little button that if you press it, it like turns off the outlet, or at least like it shifts the outlet.
Oh, like the reset button?
Yeah. That like.
Oh, like the click.
Yeah, it would make a noise similar to that, but then sometimes it would get really rapid.
Oh.
And I was just like, did I play my hand of fate?
Unless they got like rats in the walls and they're fucking with the switches and shit, which can happen.
And like we left like a little note for the maintenance people, but dude, it scared the fuck out of me. She's probably gonna make fun of me until the day I die about it.
I mean, we kind of grew up with like spooky shit all the time.
Oh yeah, and we've all fucking gotten scared as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. But yeah, we managed to do all of that, and then
weird hotels are part of the road trip experience.
Oh yeah, and like it was funny that was that, like, but that happened to happen, like, and I got so paranoid, I took pictures of the American Horror Story house, and because of like the detail of like how much I zoomed in and shit, I deleted them. Because I was just like, you know what? Let me not.
Some bad juju.
Yeah, let me not open the door type shit.
Oh my god.
And yeah, exactly. Fuck you, dude. After so many edibles, just start thinking strange.
Thinking about something strange for some change.
But yeah, we did all of that I just explained in 8 days.
Damn.
Like I said, man, like we crushed it. It was probably, I really couldn't see myself doing it with somebody else just because, like, how, like, smooth that went. And I don't mean, like, I couldn't do it with somebody else, but I mean, like, it was just...
Yeah.
We just fucking did it.
Fucking
It wasn't no bullshit. We just did it. It was a different road trip experience, and it was fucking amazing. Honestly. It really was.
It sounds like it.
Dude. We also almost got stuck on Long Beach. Like, stuck in the sand. Really? She pulled the Jeep off. And then, like, of course, we immediately got stuck in the sand, so we had to put it on 4-wheel.
Oh, shit.
And then we put it on 4-wheel, and then it was stuck in that gear for a minute. So, like, we thought the Jeep was fucked up.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this trip had some, like, there was some little funny blunders. I think the snowstorm is one of them. Oh, and also when we were in the Grand Canyon driving around the ATV, we broke down.
Really?
Yeah, we broke a tire.
Fuck.
yeah. So we had to sit there and wait for old boy to literally bring an actual tire. Not an ATV tire. You just put like an actual tire on there. And it felt sturdier. It felt more safe.
Yeah, dude. That's how it be.
And just
put car tires on a fucking... on like an ATV or like a motorcycle or some shit.
It was... Dude, I think you can now. I thought I understood things, but he just did that and he fucked me up. I was like, is that cool? I walked up and like gave it like a little kick and I'm like, it's cool. Like, I don't know anything. So I guess.
You guys rode fucking ATVs?
Yeah, it was just one ATV. And that shit's expensive, but dude, it was the only way that you were going to see the Grand Canyon. Like, we pretty much did all the trails and shit.
Yeah.
But if you were on foot, no, hell no. That would take you 8 days just to do that shit.
Yeah.
So, but we crushed it. Like, we just knocked it out. Even, like, we rented it from, like, what was it? We had it for 8 hours. So, like, it was, like, 9 to 5 or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And, we just did everything. I even saw, like, bobcats and, like, fucking, like, wild pigs and, like, elk. And, like, dude, it was some nature shit.
Oh, dude, the one time me and Ash stopped in the middle of the road because we were in Nevada or some shit, and we were just, like, in the middle of fucking nowhere. And I was like, watch this shit. You know, it's going to be cool. Turn off all the lights. Like, let's just park whatever real quick for, like, 2 seconds. Turn off all the fucking lights, and it was just blackness. It was just dark, except for the sky. And it was, like, really fucking beautiful.
Yeah, dude. And that was it, the night sky,
but I got, like, creeped the fuck out. She was like, I was like, turn on the light, dude, turn on the light. I don't like this no more. We turned on the light, and in the middle of the fucking road, there was just, like, a coyote looking at us, like, staring, like, oh, shit.
And you thought it was a fucking shapeshifter?
Yeah, I thought it was a fucking skinwalker, dude.
See, and you thought I was fucking irrational for the blatantly flickering on and off, turning on and off lights.
Yeah.
That was fucking scary.
Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
We'll keep an eye on that. If some more crazy weird shit happens to me, I'll keep you informed on my cleanse that I'll probably need. But man, eight days of just like living pretty much out of a Jeep.
Yeah.
Like it was, like of course like there was the couple days we were in Vegas and then that last day in Long Beach, but like everything in the middle in that Jeep.
What'd you guys do about food?
We just stopped here and there. We just went to like different like places, tried a bunch of like different food and shit. Tried some like weird LA strange, some good ass like Chinese food.
Hell yeah.
Dude, it was fucking lit.
I'd love to go do that shit when I have more money saved up. What me and Ash did, we had like a cooler and we just bought like a shit ton of lunch meat.
Yeah.
And it kept good for like a long while, like maybe halfway through the trip. And we bought a cooler, a bunch of ice. It kept everything good.
Yeah. And that's really like all you had to do. Like we just stopped and like got waters because you didn't want the car to something unforeseen to happen and you're in the desert without water. Like,
we had like a bunch of drinks and shit in the back. Like it was cool as fuck.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, man. It was just like it was that too. Like it was just like we had snacks and shit. It was just
it was just rad.
It's all cool vibe, man.
To like sit and like. She was driving for most of it sometimes, so I would, like, kick back or whatever.
Yeah.
Eat some chips or whatever, nuts, whatever, trail mix, I don't know, and just, like, listen to, like, a podcast or something. In the meantime, like, I think I listened to, Monsters Among Us, which is really
I gotta
good.
piss real quick. I
It's
know
like,
it's unprofessional.
oh no, you're good. Okay,
Right.
obviously.
What were you?
Sorry,
What were
I'm
you
just
saying?
reading some shit. Yeah. Anyway, I would just kick back, read a fucking podcast, or listen to a podcast, or like, I think the last time, I think I'd mentioned it before on the podcast, but during the trip to Arizona with my family, we threw on like some fucking audiobook we just found at a truck stop, and it was like a random like horror audiobook.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
See, that's sick. We also did that though. We looked up. She listens to this one where it's a bunch of creepypastas.
Uh-huh.
And we just like went through and just like listened to a bunch of them. There's a bunch of like Reddit shit and like it was cool.
I like the. There's one. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
The one that I was listening to, there was a combination of them. I was listening to old episodes of what the fuck is it called? Midnight in the Desert with Art Bell. That one's really fucking good. It's not really a podcast. It's like a radio show, but people have saved it in podcast form on like YouTube and stuff, so you can go back and listen to like shit from like 1995 or whatever, just like people calling into this radio show with their ghost stories and stuff. It's really cool. And then Monsters Among Us, which is really fucking good, and it's kind of the same concept but more like a podcast.
Yeah.
Where people will call and just like leave like their story or whatever as like I don't know. He doesn't like interview them or anything. It's just people calling with their story, and in between he'll kind of like the host will explain certain things or whatever and be like, oh, this is interesting because in this area there was also these sightings or whatever the fuck. It was cool. Monsters Among Us is really good, but yeah, it would just be like us kicking our feet up and just chilling. And it was really fun. Or like listening to music really fucking loud.
Oh yeah. There was a lot of that. Yeah. And she had like the early 2000s jams. Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, it was really cool. I would definitely recommend like listening to some shit on like just like in those quiet moments. There's always kind of like the I don't want to listen to the sounds of the road. Or, like, you guys, of course, like, me and Ash got, like, caught in conversation a lot.
Yeah. And, yeah, of course that's going to happen. But then, like, sometimes, like, like...
It gets to a point where it's like, we don't have anything to talk about right now.
Yeah. So, like, at that point, you just, like, either jam out or you play a podcast. Yeah. Another one she did was, like, a crime one, where it just went through this, like, murder.
Yeah.
Of, like, I don't know, this young girl, she got, like, strangled with her, like, Taekwondo belt, and, like,
shit.
Yeah, and it just got really, like, graphic, him explaining everything, like, dealing with the mom, and, like...
Jesus.
Yeah, it was pretty dark.
One that I wish I listened to when we were on the road or whatever is, Last Podcast on the Left.
Yeah.
I fucking love that podcast. I went through and, like, listened to, like, a shit ton. It's, like, they'll go through, like, a really dark topic, like, certain serial killers... or whatever paranormal thing, they'll go through and like they'll crack jokes on it and shit.
Yeah,
they're pretty informative, and they do a lot of fucking research, like a lot of research. It's really good podcast.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna have to check that one out because I like shit like that, and like definitely gonna like I don't know, like I really like the idea of like doing like a weird spooky podcast, like like a weird like going somewhere.
It's cool.
And like making it like a live stream thing, but you're like live at like this like haunted place.
Damn.
Just to see if you like get anything like if you get anything. If not, then it's just you talking about like the history of the place.
Yeah.
Like like make it like a little bit more informative, but also like there's the possibility some weird shit might happen.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. Fucking open road, man.
Oh yeah. I don't know where I left off. I think the last thing we did was the weird we're just gonna call it the Queen Mary experience that I had in that. But honestly though, like I said, man, like I can't stop talking about it enough. It was fucking awesome. She made it fucking awesome. Like it was really cool.
It makes me wanna like Because we haven't done this since fucking Fred's wedding, since Cedar Point. The bachelor party.
Oh, yeah. Which I know we probably, like, talked about. I think with him, like...
No, I don't think we talked about it.
No, we did.
Did we? I think we might have, like, mentioned it. But we went to, like, Cedar Point and, like,
yeah.
rented a fucking cabin, and it was so awesome.
It was just a good-ass time, dude.
I was grilling shit.
Yeah, we just kept walking up to Robert and just, like, looking at his meat and just, like, damn, dude, that looks good as fuck.
You can take that statement any way you want to spin it. I was doing, like, steaks and shit, and I was doing, like, bacon in a fucking pan.
Oh, yeah. It was chorizo bacon.
Yeah, chorizo bacon and normal bacon, like the thick cut fucking Applewood shit.
Oh, dude, we balled out. How much? Yeah, we spent so much fucking money.
I think I spent a lot for the food. I just went all in on the food.
Yeah.
I spent like $200 or some shit just on food for us.
And then we bought a bunch of booze. We bought so much alcohol.
Yeah, dude.
We had cases.
It was so fucking awesome. And we were just like, God, we got to do that again, man. We have to. We got to get Fred. Got to get Brandon. We got to get fucking, I don't know, John, whoever else wants to go. Dude, I want to do it. I just want to go out in the woods and be obnoxious as fuck.
Yep.
And just go on a trip with the fucking boys.
Yep.
Get fucking sloshed.
Just rent out like a cabin or like one of these sweet, weird, exotic Airbnbs that are fucking on lakefront.
Yeah, man. Oh, I missed it. Like, I've had a craving for it ever since. Like, just to do it again.
Yeah.
And
I want to go out in the woods and find a body with the boys. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or, like, experience, like, I don't know, maybe a serial killer in the woods. Or, like, you know,
just a real a real unifying experience.
Seeing Bigfoot together just walk past us.
I heard him, dude. I fucking heard him. I heard him. Not on this excursion, but I have heard Bigfoot before.
My dad saw him.
Bro, that's what it's about. I want Bigfoot, if you're out there, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, dude. Bigfoot, shout out to Bigfoot, dude. He fucking rules.
Dude, I bet, like, I bet he gets it now. I bet he's evolved, just like we have. Like, because you know how fucking fast babies figure out technology.
You think Bigfoot hangs dong?
Maybe he's got, like, the ape thing going on, where it's just, like, it's an inch, but it's a lot of friction, and eventually they just, like, make it happen.
That's depressing, though.
Well, dude, not every creature...
I don't want to think of Bigfoot with a micro dick.
Not every creature's physiological things require it to have dong.
That's fair.
You know, it's all about the it's all about the stretch.
It's all about the motion of the boat, not the ocean of the motion. It's all about the motion of the lotion.
It's all about the he said.
Not about the sailor in the boat or some shit. What the fuck? Oh, fuck. Yeah, man. Let's fucking... I mean, obviously we gotta plan it at some point, but
it's gonna happen, though.
Save my money.
There's gonna be more grand excursions.
I'm gonna fucking ball out on food.
You know, else I learned about this, like, this whole, like, trip, too. Like, I'm a simple man, but, like, I just grinded and just made it happen.
Grinded?
Like, that's it.
On that Sigma Male grind set.
Hey, all you gotta do is fucking want it, and then just go do it. Just go for it.
Always run away from your problems. It's free training.
Hell yeah. I like that.
Jogging. Yeah, man. God damn. I want to go on a fucking road trip now. I'm all excited and shit.
Dude, I'm telling you, like,
for it.
I still even got, like, pictures to post. Like, dude, it was fucking awesome.
My family is supposed to go on a road trip at least sometime this year, maybe towards August or whatever, and they want to go to Point Pleasant.
Dude.
And the Mothman town.
You should go.
And I want to go so bad. And they want to stop off at that hotel from The Shining.
Oh, yeah.
The Outlook or whatever.
Yeah, that's fucking sick.
There, and then they want to go to Salem, which is like, I want to fucking do all that shit. But I probably can't go because I'm going to be working and I'm probably not going to have that much money to do it.
When are they going?
Probably towards August or whatever. But I don't know. I don't want to take like a. They're gonna do it for like a week, but I don't want to take like off like a full fucking
Dude,
week. You know?
You fucking should. Because not only do you deserve it, if you're smart with your money, but it's an experience, dude.
Yeah.
Just get out there and see some shit, man. This life is short and fickle.
I can't stop buying action figures and
Bro.
fucking miniatures and shit. And my brain, I want to paint some shit. I don't know, man. I'm a dipshit.
You know, it'd be like that. But we all go through it.
Yeah.
And,
I have so many wants. Cool. I want a fucking artist table, whatever. I want to get one of those. Shit's like $200. But I also have like personal expenses I gotta take care of.
Yeah.
Before any of that shit, obviously, but god damn, dude.
I mean, it'd be like that. You gotta sift through all that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like what you need and what you don't need. And as long as you got some money put away, you can have what you don't need.
Yeah.
But if you don't got some money put away, you probably shouldn't.
Yeah. God damn. What time are we at? Can you see on there?
No. I'm so fucking blind.
Oh my god, this is gonna look ridiculous because we're looking at the camera right now. 59 minutes. We're at about an hour, but we kind of added like 4 or 5 minutes to that, so we're 50
I think I feel pretty good about this.
Yeah?
It was just enough to explain my tales.
Your absence.
Yeah. My absence. Yeah. I've just been... But more to come, man. I'm going to travel the world this year, or attempt to travel a little bit more. And we're just going to see where it takes me.
Yeah, man. Dude, we got to do that Boiz trip. Now I'm like fucking thinking about grilling.
Next time we by next podcast, we're gonna have a plan for this.
There's an essential rule of being a dude, of being a bro. It doesn't matter if you're man or woman or whatever, or non-binary, whatever you identify as. If you're one of the homies and you're a grill person and you love cooking on the grill, there is an essential need in your DNA for your homies to come up to you and be like, damn, dude, that looks so fucking good.
And then right when you get that, like, that's why the dads hang out around the barbecue, if you guys don't know.
Yeah.
It's just to look at your friends' meat.
Yeah, hell yeah. I always love, just checking out my buddy's meat.
Hell yeah, dude. You gotta let them know.
Yeah.
If the schmeat ain't looking, don't be a cooking.
If
I don't
it's
know,
not
dude.
sizzling, it's not drizzling.
You feel good about that?
I do. I feel great about that. Yeah, man. Fucking, it's like, it's inside you. It's something inside of you where it's like if somebody comes over and admires your food, there's like a male urge to just be like, fuck yeah, dude. You guys are gonna like this fucking steak.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna love my meat.
Yep.
I don't know what it is. Like the last, like when we went there to Cedar Point or whatever, and I was grilling, when I was doing the bacon.
Yeah.
And this was the morning after or whatever that we had grilled, but I did the bacon that morning, and then the previous night I done all the steak and some of the burgers and shit.
Yeah.
And what was I cooking? I used a pan on the fucking grill, cause they were like shitty, like schlitty little grills that they just have for people that are there or whatever, and you can't caramelize onions on a grill.
No.
So somebody had brought a pan, and I used the pan on the fucking grill to cook the onions down. I used fucking beer and butter and shit.
Yeah, dude, like you did,
so
like you,
fucking good.
Yeah, he went all in. He fucking you even bought Wagyu steaks, like fucking what, like 7 of them, fucking.
It wasn't Wagyu, unfortunately.
No.
It was
Filet mignon?
Filet mignon.
Yeah, not Wagyu, my bad. It was filet mignon.
I wish it was fucking Wagyu, dude.
That filet mignon,
shit's
though.
fucking expensive. Wagyu?
It is.
It's so decadent.
Yeah.
It looks so delicious.
It looks good as fuck.
I want it.
And I'm pretty sure I've had it, like, in things, but I haven't had it, like, just by itself.
Yeah, dude. It's
actually,
evidently
fuck.
it's an experience.
I think I have, actually.
You ever watch?
It's hard to keep up.
You ever watch this dude on YouTube named Guga Foods?
Guga Foods?
Yeah, he's this like Brazilian guy, and he like cooks steak in like 1,000 different fucking ways, and he tries like different ways of marinating steak or like different ways of like tenderizing steak or whatever. And he gets like wet, like he's got like a butcher, he's got like a meat dealer, dude. And yeah, he'll get like fucking Australian A5 Wagyu and shit, and like picanha, which picanha is like another cut that isn't really talked about when you're talking about steaks. It's more of an obscure cut.
Yeah.
But it's as good as like a New York strip, if not better.
Ooh, I do like New York strips.
Yeah, dude, I love a good.
I've been like indulging in steak here and there, and like
I still have a steak in my freezer. I gotta fucking cook it one of these days, dude.
Oh yeah, dude.
But yeah, look up fucking Google Foods. He just gets like he cooks A5 and like A5 fucking Wagyu, dude. Not like any of the lower grades. Not that the lower grades are bad, because holy shit, but oh my god, dude. It's like the one thing that like I want to try that shit. I want to try it so bad, and the way that he cooks it makes it look so fucking delicious. I'm a meat eater, bro.
Yeah, dude. No, it's all good. Like I said,
my mouth is always full of that meat.
Yeah, dude, you love that schmeat. Lately, I've just been trying more like food, just in general food, but high end food and shit. And I've just like, I don't know. I've slowly fell back in love with food. Because, you know, cutting weight and all that shit, it kind of makes you cut out carbs, and then after that, anything is everything.
There's one thing that I have been indulging in recently is these fucking Dr. D probiotic drinks or whatever. They're like sparkling probiotic drinks. They're really good. Like, I feel like partially that and, like, me just taking probiotics normally.
Yeah.
And, like, cutting weight and, like, just eating right and shit. I used to have, like, really bad gas problems when I got with Ash. I was, like, bad gassy.
Yeah.
And ever since I've had, like, no issues at all. Like, zero issues. And before, like, remember the Killswitch concert?
Yeah.
Oh, boy, what an experience. This was after Mikey passed. We had... What the fuck? Sorry, that was a fly or something. After Mikey passed or whatever, we went to this concert because this was one of all of our favorite bands.
Yeah. And I went to the concert in a two-piece suit.
Yeah, and I was like, my guts were just bubbling, boy. I was farting and like just shredding ass.
I had a tie on in a mosh pit, and then meanwhile Robert's shitting his pants.
Evidently, nobody else knew who it was that was doing it. But come on. It was pretty obvious it was me. I went to the
looks around and there's fucking like just no one like in your radius.
Yeah. That's kind of how it was too. But we went to the I went to the bathroom and I was just like fucking I wasn't shitting at all. There was no poo poo, no caca. It was just
there was
gas.
no poo poo.
There was no poo poo. The caca.
Stop!
And I was in the bathroom and I was just shredding ass, and the dude next to me was like, "Whoa, gnarly!"
I love when people get to saying shit. Like, it makes you just feel like so indifferent. I had some guy walk out of an Applebee's bathroom once. He was just like, ugh. Like, he was just disgusted. Like, what is that smell? Fucking 13-year-old me is just in there.
Oh.
Dude, like, his reaction was fucking priceless. It was foul, though.
That rules.
My insides were Chinese food and fast food. My insides weren't great.
Yeah, my insides were not doing great, but ever since I started drinking that probiotic drink and like taking normal probiotics and shit, I haven't taken normal probiotics recently, but eating good, eating fucking salads and shit, it's all delicious. And like, I've had like zero gut problems,
Yeah.
like none. Like I've been gassy here and there, but that's just because of like certain foods that I was eating, and it's still sort of having like a smaller effects on me here and there, but for the most part, like, gone. Like, and I feel like also it's from me trying different and new foods. Like, shit that I just generally wouldn't eat before, whatever. Um, I can't think of anything in particular. Like, I've been eating a lot of bananas, shit.
Yeah.
I never really fucked with bananas before. I didn't like bananas.
Dude, I fucking love bananas. I don't get why
Now I
people don't like bananas. Some people like say it's a texture thing, but that's because you had not ripe bananas.
Yeah.
Once they're ripe and they get the brown spots, they actually become a fruit. But before that, no, it's this tart, chalky, like,
Well, for me, it was more of like I don't like the mushy texture kind of thing. It's very
Yeah,
mushy.
some people don't like. I've never been a texture person. There's never been a food. Okay, raw fish questionable, but I've also gotten better with that. I also kind of fuck with that now. But there's never like really been a food that just like turned me off just purely based off of its texture. Lingua is weird too, and if you don't know what that is,
Oh,
it's
no,
cow
fuck
tongue.
that. Fuck that. I won't.
You want lingua?
No. I don't know why it fucks
Bitch.
me up. It just fucks me up. It just fucks me up. I don't know why. I can't, dude. Like, it gives me, like, existential dread. I don't know what the fuck.
You get the chewing.
You get to chewing, and then you're like, oh, I'm, like, tongue kissing somebody right now.
You got a weird mind.
Well, when you have, there's not really any other.
He just eats the taco like this.
There's not really any other experiences where you have a tongue in your mouth.
Bro, you eat the taco. You get down, don't you?
Of course I do.
Get out of your fucking stuff.
What are you, a pussy? Eat the fucking taco. Eat the taco.
Of course.
But there's not really any other scenarios in which you have another person's tongue in your mouth, unless you're A, eating a tongue, or B, kissing a tongue. So don't come at me with that fucking bullshit.
What is it, Robert? You need a flash? No, you need
you have a dirty mind. It's a tongue in your mouth.
Robert, you need a nightlight too?
Oh, you should be the one to talk with fucking lights.
Bro, I don't want to hear it. The lights turn.
Click.
They turned on by themselves.
Click.
That's just it, though, Robert. I didn't need to turn them on. They turned on for me. Thank you, inner demons. Seriously, I'll keep you guys updated on that. I wholeheartedly asked for it if some weird shit happens.
I don't want that shit in my life.
I don't want it in my life either. But I'm just saying whatever, because I was an asshole. And when you go fishing for problems, the universe is like, bet.
Yeah. Fuck around and find out.
Oh, and find out.
Really, it's a universal way of, like, if you see Bigfoot or, like, a UFO or some shit, and you keep talking about that shit daily, and it pops up in your daily life eventually, it really is the universe's way of saying fuck around, find out.
Yeah. Honestly, that was how it was with Rando nodding.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would honestly still be on that shit right now if they didn't start charging you. Doing like weird dumb shit. Don't commercialize it. Just make it. Leave it alone. Why does everything have to fucking get involved? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't always have to be a negative thing with rando nodding, though. You can always look up some cool shit.
No, exactly. And you could have some positive mindsets, and it'll take you and your collective group, or just you, to a positive place.
Yeah.
But if you fucking think of some weird negative shit, maybe you'll wind up at a mosque in Allen Park, and fucking there's a ghoul waiting in the fucking Signs Woods. I don't know, dude. Like, I'm pretty sure I told that story before, but man, it's so hard to keep up with all our reboots and revamps.
It really is just season 3, honestly.
Season 4. that's he's like, all right, season 4, and that's it. We're consistent, guys.
I only split them up into seasons after we take a very long break.
Yeah. Which is like understandable, and it's kind of funny. We can't over-explain everything, Robert, because then there's no more appeal to our...
Shut the fuck up.
our fucking low-quality extravaganza bonanza.
Is there anything else we wanted to talk about from, like, a couple of weeks ago? I know we had forgotten some shit.
No, I pretty much, like, hit all my notes.
I mean, aside from the... Well, yeah, I think that's it. I don't have any other topics.
Yeah. Well, it's been something. Hey.
Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ. Hit up our fucking Redbubble store. You know, we got a bunch of shit out. Obviously, the link is in the link below. You know, to our link tree. You know, it's got our Redbubble store. It's got our Instagram. It's got all our socials. Check out our merch. Also, I want to give another quick little shout out to, God damn it, of course I closed out on it, 31.3 Urban Rhythm Radio, Detroit's hotspot for local urban talent.
That was good.
That was pretty good.
That was good.
There's that, and also go check out the new episode of Legal Aliens podcast from last week. I was on it.
Strong feature.
Yeah, strong feature. Cedric was missing for obvious reasons.
I was in the mountains.
Every time,
or in a blizzard.
Every time I go there, dude, you miss it.
Bro, okay.
It's your fault.
It is my fault.
No, I'm just kidding.
Next week, though, if you guys see this, so I'm kind of down.
Yeah.
I'm very down, actually.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
That's all the shout-outs I got. That's all the info I got, so...
Yep. It's been real. More stories to come. More shit to come. I'm gonna come. That's it.
God damn it, dude.
I don't know, dude. I just...
Alright, that's it.
That's it. That's it.
Oh, I'm going. I'm going. Oh, I'm gonna go.
Oh. It's everywhere. Stop it. Stop it.
Oh, I